Hi there, Pod. Welcome back to the part 2 of my Australian Lacrosse Association website. In this video, I'm going to show you the back end of the website that the actual administrators would have to deal with. So here on the administrator pane, so log in using your own one. So we have Pod as the username, and the password is ABC123. Wait for that to log in. Excellent. Great, so let's just go back to the control panel first. Right, so here's the main page for the ALA's website. So let's first of all go in to the file language manager. So this is the section where you change all your language settings. So once you have the website translated into different pages, you'd be able to add them to this section here, and then allow the language switcher from up here to change the language that you want to use. So this is where you do it all in this section over here. And then if we jump across to the language manager, I've already installed a couple of languages, so they're ready to be used for the page. So I've got installed French, Russian, and Swedish as well. So just a couple of little languages there. Then if we jump down to our template manager, I'll quickly show you the theme that we've used. It's called the Rocket Theme Gantry, so RT_Gantry. So a quick look around here. First of all, overview, so let's go over here. So here's the overview website. So this is the generic of the Gantry theme, which I've managed to customize. Some options, this is where I get to change the effects of my automated animation menu. So this lovely effect here, that's all in there. In layouts, this is very handy to specify how many positions are available for each different section, and especially this type 1, because this is the body section, and it actually allows me to specify that I want it to be 282, so have the main body taking up most of the space, and the sides only taking up a little bit of space on either side. Most of the content to be read in the middle, which is a great feature here. So now we're just gonna jump out of here. Let's go into our module manager to show some of the different modules that we have. Like I said before in the first video, I've managed to add modules within modules. So this allows me to have more of a complicated layout. So as you can see here, this middle section here has got a couple of different modules. Got the language one as well as the search one, all within the module. And here we have the slideshow and the news ticker, which is all stored in the one module as well. So this allows me a bit more flexibility to create different spaces and stuff. So as you can see, these two line up nicely. Gives me good amounts of padding, and yeah, again, so these ones line up, or almost pretty much for that one. And yes, it just allows me to have a little more control over it, as well as colors. So I'll show you a little more about that now. So first of all, we'll go to the banner. So this is the ALA banner. So here I've added the main banner, which I made in Photoshop. As you can see here, I've added a few extra little bits and pieces in it to give it a green top. I've added a green top to it to make it seem like the actual page is floating, and a bit of background around as well to give it a bit of contrast. So I'll just cancel that and jump over here. So as you can see, this theme actually goes straight to the top of the page, so this little section of green here is added within that to give it the floating look that I wanted for it. And let's close that one and move down to my language and search. So as you can see, this is what it looks like with the editor. So I'll quickly open up the HTML one. So here, as you can see, I've got different colors, different paddings. I've got negative margins to make sure that there's none of the default paddings that the theme normally has. This overrides it. And as you can see here, so I've got the language and then my module. And these ones are floated to the left, which allows them to be aligned next to each other, because normally they'd be block elements, so you couldn't put them next to each other. And then for the right is the second one, the search, and these ones have been put in reverse order because they're floated to the right. So there's my search text, and there's my actual code, my actual Joomla code to add the module into that. Close that now. And now I'll just show you a little bit more about the actual animated photo gallery thing we've got going on here. So first of all, this is all done, all the photos are added through the Media Manager. So you go into the Media Manager, and here I have a folder called Banner Images, which is where I store all of my images that I'll be using in this, this slideshow. One important thing to mention is that if you want to use photos for this, you have to add the black area yourself personally, as the slideshow only allows the photos to be of one size. If your photo doesn't match the size that you need, make sure you add black spaces on either side to make sure that it fills up the thing, because otherwise it does cause some errors, because it'll tile this image over to the left and repeat it on the right, and that's not really a good look. So just bear that in mind. You need to put the black space around the different images. I'm full size there, but one like this is I'd actually add the black space to that, so it looks fine. Then jumping across to the module manager and show you a little more about that. So here's a slideshow here, and as you can see here is the source for it. So in my images folder, then banner images, and then just a few styling options here, and then for each of these, this allows you to add the different images that you want to have added to it. So it has a capacity for up to 20 images. In this case, I've only used 8. But it's great to have this added flexibility of adding more images. Also, you can add more text and stuff as well to be displayed, but I thought I'd leave it just as it is, just the image itself. Yeah, great. And then just to keep going on about the actual modules themselves, as I am putting ones like the search and the language search all within the one module, sorry, the search and the filelang search all within this one, you actually have to leave the two ones by themselves published, because if you unpublish them, so unpublish these, those are now unpublished. When you refresh this, you'll see that these two here will disappear. Oh, I made the wrong one disappear, sorry. This one and the banner I must have accidentally clicked to disappear. So just make sure that you have, for all the ones, yeah, I accidentally clicked the banner one there, so my apologies for that. But make sure, even for the ones that you're having displayed within another module, you have them as published, and just select them to be published to a position that's not visible. So here I'm using my footers, so my footer B and my footer D here, as they're not published. Great, well I'm kind of running out of time now. I'm running for 8 minutes, so sorry about taking so long. There's a whole bunch of other ones here. I've got my social, my like tweet module here, which again some more HTML to make sure it lines up nicely and got a bit of a border on the right. But feel free to check through all my code and see how I've managed to kind of move everything around. And then apart from the basic modules themselves and stuff, we've got the general articles. So just go to Article Manager. So if you want to add new pages, just do the normal add new page, and you can also edit all these ones here. So if you edit the conferences one, let's say, yeah, it's just got a whole bunch of links at the moment, I think, by the looks of it. But yeah, so this is how you do it. So it's all quite routine for all the other actions that you'd normally do on it. But other than that, thanks for spending the time to listen into my videos of my new ALA website. I hope you enjoy it. Just to give you another look at it here. Oh, refresh that now. Now we have our banners back. So yeah, so thanks for listening, and yeah, just thanks pod. Cheers.